Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Today is episode 303. And look how dark this one is. The question is it a vintage penny roll or is it a newer penny wrapper that looks like a vintage penny wrapper? I mean, so to me, the way I can tell, the way I think I could tell, is depending on how much copper is inside the penny roll. So if there's a lot of copper, then I kind of go by the assumption and a straggler. I kind of go by the assumption that it's and I got to be honest with you, from this distance it looks like a lot of copper. Let's see. But there is some zincs and there is obviously a bunch of zincs in here also. So an interesting thing happened yesterday. I was watching sports on YouTube, Oh, look at that. Let me get my pointer. It's very superficial. You can see it on the top. Let's see. No white AM. And so what I do is I will put sports on YouTube on 82, and I'll just listen to it in the background, while I'm doing other stuff. And the person who was doing the episode, I haven't watched him in a while. Not the episode, the announcing for the. He was doing the play-by-play. Oh, I see. Nick's got the ball. This person throws it to that person, and he's been doing. What's his name? Mad Dog. Something like that. Something with a dog in his name. It's a beautiful 77. And he's a very animated type of a person, yelling and screaming and all that. Look at this. 65. You have to rotate it this way to keep it upright. Very nice. And like I was noticing that he didn't sound very energetic. Now, the guy works, he has a job, a family, and all that. But that never stopped him before. No white AM. And he just really looked kind of worn out and lackluster. And I kind of just remember thinking about, and look at an 82D. I haven't found an 82D in a while. It's a nice one too. I put it with the other 82. I don't know, kind of made me think like, wow, is that going to happen to me? Um, I don't think so, because really anyway, I have a bunch of reasons for thinking that won't happen to me, and one of them being that that's, you know, like I really try not to burn myself out, to be honest with you. You know, that's really not my personality anymore. I used to be that way. And then the things that I was doing, I got burnt out on. So that makes perfect sense. I got burnt out on, and I stopped doing it slowly but surely. So far, we got more copper than zinc. So this is a very good penny roll. 62D. Now this one has notches on it. And seeing you can see it from far away. Let me put the light on real quick. And we will let me look at it on, yeah, I could see it on the 2 already. I saw it on the 2. Yeah. You can see the notches on the 2. It's very specific. We'll research this at the end of the video. But you can see on the 2 the notches there. So most likely that's a variety. Is that the right word to use? Only because the notches were so strong. So and Mad Dog, I think that's his name. A lot of 2000s in this one. No white AM. And like I said, he just looked pissed off and uh, lackluster at the same time. I don't know. To me, penny roll hunting is relaxing and interesting. Yesterday, I spoke a lot about no white AM, another 2000. I spoke a lot about the. Oh, what did I spoke? No, I don't remember actually. I have to look at what this is. That's interesting looking. Weird. 59. Very good. All right, let me look at that under the loop. Hard to tell. You know, of course, your brain, my brain wants to make everything into a mint era. Not sure. Another 2000. Wow, a lot of 2000s in this one. No white AM. And I guess if you're doing something that frustrates you, you know, it's going to take a toll upon you. That's the bottom line. No matter what it is. Here goes an 88. I'll check for the flare G in a second. Nope. '92. We're looking for the close AM. Now that's what you want to see on the '98, '99, and 2000. Look how big the space is between the A and the M. But you don't want to see it on your '92s. Now this one has the flare G. The '89 has the flare G. Now, let me look at it. Oh yeah. Wow. It's so cool. You can see that big line on the right side of the bottom of the G. You can probably see it from that distance. But that's what you want to see on the '88. 64. Another '88. I have to look at it under the loop. Actually, I have to pull out the big guns for this one. To me, I shouldn't really need a serious loop to see if it has the flare G in the back, because either it does or it doesn't. What I need to do is to keep. Now, tell me what you think about this. What I need to do is keep the '89 on the desk, right? So I can look at the '89 and then switch over. Yeah, there has to be the pointy part coming down. It can't just be like. Yeah, so it is a little bit squarish even on the '88, but it's that signature pointy line coming down from the '88. If you don't got that, then you don't got it. Pretty simple. Wow, you could feel the weight on these. It's probably the '60s, maybe. I think the '60s. Another '59. Nice. Left the light on. What do you think? Nah. I like the contrast with the little light off. We found another '59. Where's the other one? I think that's it over here. That's two '59s. I picked up a couple tubes of '59s. I think I have it here somewhere. It should be on my desk. Where's no, did I put it away? There it goes. I'll show it at the end. I'll keep it here. I got into a little. Again, this is the problem with eBay. The person didn't send me the pennies that were in the picture, and when I said it to him, it's kind of upsetting a little bit, to be honest with you. When I mentioned it to him, what he said was, "Oh, that the roll was cracked on the other one." But then he said, "Oh, but that one has the one in the picture has D's on it, right?" And I was like, "Wow." So was it cracked, or is it cracked and you switched them out for different pennies? I mean, I didn't pay much, but it's really the principle, and and that's really the issue. So he got caught doing the bait and switch, and I noticed it right away because the sides are dark, right? Even though again, I'll show it at the end. Even though the penny tops and bottoms are very, very bright, for whatever reason, the maybe they were in a roll for so long that the edges got oxidized, and because they were on top of each other, or maybe they were cleaned. Which, if they were cleaned, they did a really, really good job of cleaning them. Because I mean, they don't look cleaned, to be honest with you. To me, I'm saying, to me, they don't look cleaned. Another 82, nice one. That doesn't mean that they're not cleaned. They just don't look clean to me. But they could be cleaned. I'm not an expert on 88D. I'm maybe going to check that one. Because I've seen enough videos, and what they do is they take a Q-tip and they rub it, and it just really comes right off, and then you put it in water pretty quickly afterwards, so it doesn't damage the penny. It just takes off the another 82 copper, large Philadelphia large state. So it takes off the top layer of oxidation. 94, and it looks like let me check this out. Looks like the double ear. Yeah. So it's a weak one. Let me make sure that it is the 94. I don't have the mat up. No, it's not. The double ear is the 84. And there's two of them, the 897. But for some reason, it does look like the double ear there. Put the light on. That looks like the double ear to me. See, this way it doesn't. Well, let me take off the light. Maybe from that way, yeah. Even that way, it looks like the double ear. See, a lot of times, in my opinion, that's how you can. When you look at something from a different angle, if the thing you think is an error goes away because of how the light's hitting it, there's a good chance it's not, I do have to look at it under the loupe. I've looked at enough of these to know that if the hair of the beard was there on every one of the 94s, then they would all look like they have a double ear. You know what I mean? Um, anyway, to me, it looks like the double ear, even if it's not. It's very perfectly the same size, the same. The line on the bottom is perfectly the line above it of the earlobe. It looks perfectly the same exact. Um, so if it is the hair, it's the hair that looks exactly like the ear, and I would have noticed that because they would all have it. You know what I mean? So 2000, no white AM, nice condition. It's a beauty. That's a keeper. So what I'll do is I'll show you some of the pennies. You know what? No, actually, after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the research. So those of you who don't want to stick around for the to see any of the 59s, you don't have to, because the 59s, I'm just going to show a couple. I'm thinking that I'll probably do a separate video on it. Because he sent me the ones without the mint mark. The point was, the 92. We look for the close AM. Not the close AM. Because the ones with the mint mark are really the ones that would take a little bit more time and staring at the mint mark to see if it's repunched or not. So I don't even know if it would really even take how long it would take to even go through. Well, anyway, we'll look at them together. Like I said, I'll do the research on that one penny. What was it? The 62, right? That's a beauty. Interesting surface. This looks like copper. 82, 73. All right. And I know some people get a kick out of it. See if we got the floating roof here or not. Nope. These some of them just don't have it at all. All right. So the one we want to look at is the 62. So I'm gonna take off my finger gloves so I don't touch my mouse with the dirty fingers. Your dirty fingers, you. And we're gonna put the copper pennies up. All right. Now I got it up on a date guide. So what I'll do is I'll show you the date guide. All right. And we're going to go to 1962. And we're looking for the date. So it's P1DO. It's over here. And did I click the right one? Oh no, I clicked 1DR. On the reverse of the 62s, they got something on the FG. You got it. Now I'm gonna look at it because I never looked at it because I never saw it but I really don't see. That's why it shows you studying up on the different errors. No, there's nothing wrong with the FG on the reverse. But I could have missed one in the past without even knowing because it's so small. All right, I clicked the 1DR. It's the 1DO. All right, now let me look at. Now ours has that really super strong notch. Really in several places on the 2. A couple places on the 6. Again, the notches though. In trust, God, all over the place. Almost all the letters, even the L in Liberty, but there's no lines on Liberty in the top or the bottom. There is again a notch on the left, the west of the L. Let me check the reverse real quick. As I got it here. No, it's just the. Let me check Lincoln's I. They always show the I for some reason. I don't think so. Okay. So now that I got it here, They're very strong notches. See, this is really, oh, sorry. Let me move this over a little. So you see how smooth this is? This one is not smooth. It's very, very notchy. So either they have a variety or they don't, you know. It's not really going to be like, see, this has, they're calling it separation lines. No, we don't have separation lines either. But there are 9 pages. So buckle up. W, the 2, nope, nope, nope. The 6, nope. So what does that mean if we don't see it? The I, the L, see the little line on the bottom? We ain't got that. What that means is it's probably post-mint damage. See here, look, that's a notch. They don't have it's a moderate separation towards the edge of the design is seen on the date. Oh no, again, they're talking about separation, but this is a notch. But they're not, see, they're not identifying it. That's just post-mint damage, probably, on the picture. That's all. Yeah, there's no spreading or anything like that. We don't have any spread. We just have notching. Either it says something about notching, or here it has the little extra 2 there. See here, it has the notch. You see it? And I think it has it here also. And here. This looks like the notching to me, but let's look for this. That I didn't look for. No. But the interesting thing is it does look similar in the other ways to this. You see the little line here? See, to me that it's very simple, but again, they're not identifying it. What are you going to do? Ah, see, again, here, 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 here. These are the notches that are on the but they're calling it a light separate, but they're not identifying that. They're identifying something different. And I really do not see the separation. I got to be honest with you. So, yeah, see, they're talking about doubling, and we don't have that. Oh, this is the proof double die, extra thickness. This looks like extra thickness. They're calling it separation, I guess, right here. Separation. Here they're calling it a spread. Interesting. Interesting. I guess I have to. Here they're calling it a tripling of the 2, 1 and 2. That's interesting. But here you can see the notching. You know, but they're just not identifying that notching as being a double die. That's all there is to it. Here you can see the notch. It's the same, pretty much the same place. But they're really looking at the doubling in other places. Some places they notice the notch. Here goes the L again, and you can see the notching in the L here. But they're really talking about that the bar. Sometimes the bar is here, sometimes it's here, sometimes it's here. But no, we have no spreading, no doubling. We have none of that. Okay, the only other thing I can say is whether or not there's a second. That's the D. D, 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 D. So here goes another 6. I never understood why he puts 2 of them. Does this one also have a bunch? It does, but I don't know if. What I'll do is I'll just go through it quick. No, see, it's showing the same. So it's just a repeat of the information. Okay, I guess it's an error. All right, so no, I'm gonna say we're gonna call this a non-error penny. Okay, we'll just throw that with, but mostly copper. If you want to check out how much copper we got, this is the copper, and that's the copper, and that's the zinc. And it looks like the zinc is about 8, 16, probably about even. Maybe a little bit, a couple more. Maybe this is like 22, and this is like 28. I'm not going to count them, but that's really, really, really good to have 50-50 copper. It's almost unheard of. And of course, 100% copper is. I still have some of those. Maybe I'll pull one out for the next video if I remember. All right, so now I'm going to touch these with my finger. Don't get all bananas. But if you want to see a couple of these, and again, I look at them, and it kind of, but I don't know if I've ever seen them like this before, where I know most people are going to probably say it's clean, and you could be right. You really could be right. Could be right. It's a really good clean job, though. I don't see the little lines. If they're clean, they did a really good job, and you can see, but the sides are so dark. That's the part that really got, well, not so dark. Like, that's not too dark. You know, like they're darker in certain places than they are others. So if you know, don't just say it's clean because, just don't, don't have a knee-jerk reaction, because the knee-jerk reaction is that it's cleaned. But I don't know if that's one of the telltale signs. But I think the really the point really to take away is that, again, I don't know the person, but I'm within a fair certainty that they're lying, right? Because they said that the cap was cracked, but then they said, oh yeah, that they did send the wrong ones. So that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's a lie. One of the others a lie, or most likely, in my opinion, is both. They showed a picture of one, and they just sent something else. That's all. They sent the ones that are dark on the side. They sent the ones that were, the other ones were very light all around. And again, could be cleaned. Could be cleaned. The way I saw it on the video, the cleaning videos, again, they take, you can see like the whole penny would look like this, right? And then they just take a Q-tip and they put it on very quickly. But I guess my point is this: cleaning something is one thing, right? But cleaning has nothing to do with the condition. The condition of these pennies are mint. And when you clean something like you leave them in the solution for too long, it really I've done it before. I don't have it here with me. When you leave it in that solution for too long, it totally destroys the penny. Makes it look like copper from Home Depot. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. So that's not the case. I mean, the condition of these pennies does look uncirculated, but I just never seen them with the edges looking that dark. So anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I'm hoping that they're uncirculated, and that because they were in a tube or a wrapper, that the edges got browner. You know what I mean? But if not, then I got had with a whole roll of clean 1959s that look pretty nice. To be honest with you, the only problem I have is that the edges are a little dark. I don't know enough about them to say whether or not that's normal or not. See, so that's And I know more than the average person. And but if you're a real skilled forgerer, then you're gonna get over on someone who's not skilled. And I'm not that skilled. I just know more than the average. You know, I know enough to be dangerous. All right. Anyway, thank you for, if you're still here after 36 minutes, God bless. And even if you're not here after 36 minutes, God bless. But thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in episode 304.